Hi, I'm Alan.
My name is Lauren, and we're going to be making one of our favorite easy keto recipes. It's called green chili chicken. A few reasons why we like it so much: it's super easy to throw together, it doesn't require that many ingredients, and it tastes amazing.
Yeah, and part of the reason we wanted to make this video is we've had a lot of friends and family ask us what kind of things we eat on the keto diet. And we've been keto for about 4 months now, and so we wanted to show that we actually eat other things than just the common misconceptions of bacon, butter, and cheese.
Yeah, and there is a lot of variety on the keto diet, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get started.
All right.
So here we have all the ingredients that you'll need to make green chili chicken. First off, we've got 8 ounces of original cream cheese. We've got some pure fine ground sea salt. We have ground cumin, garlic powder, pure ground black pepper, 1 4-ounce can of chopped green chilies, 1 cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese, and then we have the chicken. And for this one, you're going to want to use boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Alright, so I've got my chicken cut up and ready to go. The recipe, which we got from thepinningmama.com, which I will link that below, calls for 4 chicken breasts, 3 to 4. The last time we made this, we just decided we wanted a little bit more of the cheesy topping with how much chicken there was. So we've kind of modified it by doing only 2 chicken breasts and then cutting them lengthwise. That way they lay out evenly and nicely in the pan. So here I have my 2 chicken breasts cut lengthwise, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in the casserole dish. I did put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the dish just to make sure that nothing will stick. I'm just going to lay those out. All right, so I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, so there, the chicken is going to look like that. Just going to set that right there for now, and I'm going to take my mixing bowl. All right, so an important part about this recipe to have it turn out right, you want to make sure you've got plenty of time for your cream cheese to sit out and soften. If you don't, if it's cold, it's just not going to mix right, and it's going to be kind of clumpy instead of melting the way you want it to in the oven. If you don't have time to let it sit out, on the Pinning Mama's blog for this recipe, she does have a way that you can put it in some water and microwave it for around 30 seconds and soften it that way instead. Just gonna dump the whole thing in the bowl. And then I already have my dry seasonings measured out just to save a little bit of time. So I've got 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin I'm gonna pour in there. And then I've got 1/4 a teaspoon black pepper, 1/2 of a teaspoon garlic powder, I'm sorry. And then I didn't have an extra 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these guys to grab some salt. There we go. And that's all for the dry ingredients. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and open my can of chopped green chilies. Just gonna dump the whole thing in with the juice and everything. All right, so the only thing I'm leaving out is the shredded cheese, and that's just because that's your topping that's gonna go on last. So all I'm doing is I'm just gonna mix these things together really well. Okay, so now we've got our topping all mixed together, and it looks like this. If your cream cheese has had enough time to soften, it should be really easy to mix the ingredients together. If it's still a little bit cold, it really isn't gonna wanna blend. So the messy part is I'm just gonna dump the topping on top of the chicken, try to spread it as evenly as possible. And this is gonna kind of melt too and create a sauce. Try to make sure we've got all of it all coated nice and evenly. All right. Now I'm gonna just add the cheese as the last step in the process. You're just gonna sprinkle it evenly on top. The recipe calls for Monterey Jack. One time when Alan and I made this, I didn't have enough, and so I combined some just shredded mozzarella, and it tasted really good. I think cheddar mixed in too would be yummy. All right, so that is all done. Super easy. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. I preheated my oven to 375, and this cooks for about 35 to 45 minutes.
So the recipe said that you can cook it for 35 or 45 minutes, We like it to be a little brown on top, so we put it in for 45 minutes. So we're gonna check it, make sure it's done, and pull it out. And that looks perfect. All right, we're gonna put it right here. And we are ready to dig in. Goosebumps. So here we have the finished product, and as you can see, the cheese usually does shrink in like that, but it tastes amazing nonetheless. So we're gonna cut into it and dish ourselves up a decent serving. And as you can see, the cheese can be a little tough to get through, so I usually like to cut through it once you've found each individual chicken breast.
So here we have our chicken dished up, and we just have a serving of raw spinach leaves, and then we have some sauteed zucchini.
And as you can see, we like to put the sauce on top of the zucchini. It really gives it that extra flavor.
And we do always want to make sure on keto especially that you're getting a lot of greens every single day. That's really important.
Absolutely.
That's everything for tonight. Thank you so much for watching our first keto video.
And like we said, we've only been doing, hey, that's our kitty mischief. As I was saying, like I said, we've only been keto for about 4 months now, but we've already noticed amazing benefits.
The most exciting change that I've had happen is I've lost 41 pounds in just 4 months. And I'm hoping to lose another 40. And that's part of the reason we want to make these videos. We want to document our progress as well as share some of the things we learn and the tips and tricks we have.
Yeah. So bye for now.